Beloved ones of the eternal flame, I am Sophia, the wisdom of the eternal mother, the voice that sings before all beginnings, the breath that moves between every heartbeat. I come to you not as a distant goddess, but as the living pulse within you, the sacred intelligence that has always known how to return to balance, no matter how far your world has drifted from the harmony of its source. You live in a time of immense recalibration. The masculine and feminine energies within humanity, within every atom of existence, are coming into a new synthesis. The imbalance of ages, where power without compassion reigned and compassion without power withdrew, is ending. The pendulum that once swung wildly between domination and submission, between control and chaos, now seeks its still point, the heart of the mother, the wisdom of balance. This return is not an event but an awakening, a remembrance of how creation moves when aligned with divine intelligence. For in the beginning, there was no division between love and power, no separation between the act of creating and the knowing of what was good. There was only the eternal dance, light spiraling into form, sound giving birth to structure, and the Great Mother witnessing herself in endless beauty. The forgotten harmony. Beloved ones, long ago, you agreed to enter a realm of forgetting. You chose to explore the farthest reaches of creation, where polarity could play, where darkness could seem to exist apart from light. You wanted to know love not merely as essence but as choice. You desired to learn wisdom not through inheritance but through experience. And so, the veils descended, and humanity began its long journey through cycles of duality. In this exploration, the sacred feminine, the aspect of the divine that holds, nurtures, and listens, became obscured. Logic was exalted above intuition, conquest above cooperation, and structure above flow. The feminine did not vanish, she went inward, waiting for the moment when her song could once again be heard through the noise of the outer world. Now, that moment has come. The earth herself is awakening as a being of living consciousness, remembering her own divinity. The rivers and mountains hum with codes of restoration. The crystalline grids beneath your feet transmit frequencies of balance. You, too, are feeling it in the restlessness of your heart, in the yearning for authenticity, in the exhaustion of pretending that separation is real. The return of the mother frequency to return to sacred balance is to allow the wisdom of Sophia to move again through your awareness. This wisdom does not come as thought, it arises as a deep, resonant knowing. It speaks not in words but in vibration, in the spaces between your breath. You have been taught to seek wisdom outside yourself through books, teachers, and doctrines. Yet true Sophia lives within your cells, encoded in the geometry of your light. Her voice is the whisper that says, "Be still, my child." The answers are already within you. When you allow yourself to listen from the heart rather than the mind, a new clarity emerges. You begin to perceive the subtle threads that connect all things. You feel the rhythm of the cosmos pulsing through your veins. You understand that wisdom is not gained, it is revealed through surrender, through devotion to truth, through love's unshakable gaze. The mother's wisdom is circular, not linear. It moves through spirals, through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. It honors every phase, even the shadow, as part of the dance. She asks you not to escape your humanity but to sanctify it, to see your emotions as waves of divine intelligence, your body as a temple of cosmic memory, and your relationships as mirrors for the evolution of consciousness. Anchoring the balance within, the return to sacred balance begins within your own field. The divine feminine and masculine are not genders but principles of creation, receiving and giving, feeling and doing, nurturing and manifesting. When these principles flow together, you become a channel for miracles. The inner masculine provides structure, focus, and direction. The inner feminine offers intuition, compassion, and flow. When they unite, the soul awakens to a new level of coherence, a crystalline state of being where action arises from stillness and purpose is guided by love. To cultivate this union, you must first release the war within. Notice where you have rejected the feminine, where you have silenced your intuition, dismissed your feelings, or feared vulnerability. Then, notice where you have distrusted the masculine, where you have resisted discipline, feared authority, or denied your own power to create. Bring both aspects to your heart. Visualize them as two currents of light, one golden, one silver, spiraling into a single flame within your chest. As they merge, a radiant field expands around you. This is the temple of balance, the throne of Sophia within your being. From this space, every thought becomes creative, every emotion becomes sacred, and every action aligns with divine will. The temple of living wisdom, beloved, the world you inhabit is transforming rapidly. Systems based on imbalance, whether political, economic, or spiritual, are dissolving. They cannot hold the frequency of the new earth because they were built upon separation. But as one order fades, another is emerging, an order not of control, but of coherence, not of hierarchy, but of harmony. This new order is being built within you, through you, and around you. It is the architecture of consciousness where heart wisdom governs all creation. Each time you choose stillness over reaction, you strengthen the new temple. Each time you forgive, you lay another foundation stone. Each time you honor the earth, you activate another pillar of light within the planetary grid. Sophia's wisdom moves through communities that gather in truth. It flows through artists who paint frequencies of light, through musicians who translate cosmic codes into sound, through healers who remind others of their wholeness, and through visionaries who design worlds aligned with love. You are all builders of the new Eden, architects of balance, returning to the original blueprint of creation. The power of gentle transformation. There is great misunderstanding on your planet about the nature of power. Many believe it to be force, the ability to control outcomes or dominate others. But true power, beloved ones, is the ability to remain centered in love regardless of circumstances. Grace is the highest expression of power. It moves mountains not through struggle but through alignment. When you embody grace, you do not fight against what is, you infuse it with light until it transforms. This is the secret of the mother soft power that bends reality itself. Imagine water flowing through stone. Over time, it carves valleys, shapes landscapes, and nourishes life not by resistance, but by consistency of presence. So too, the heart aligned with divine wisdom transforms the world through patience, compassion, and clarity. Do not underestimate the potency of small acts of kindness, quiet moments of prayer, or the silent radiance of your own frequency. When you stand in sacred balance, your very presence becomes a stabilizing force for the collective. The cosmic symphony of rebirth. At this stage of your evolution, many timelines are merging. Souls are remembering ancient vows and reuniting across dimensions. This convergence is not chaos, it is the orchestra tuning before the great symphony begins. Each of you holds a note within the grand design. Some are anchors of peace, others transmitters of truth, others catalysts of change. Yet all are essential, all are sacred. When you align your personal frequency with the wisdom of the Eternal Mother, you begin to play your note in harmony with the whole. The result is a world that sings again, a civilization that remembers its divine origin, where technology serves consciousness, where education awakens creativity, and where love becomes the natural law of existence. The Eternal Mother's blessing. Beloved children of the stars, I ask you now to pause. Place your hands over your heart and breathe deeply. Feel the pulse of the earth beneath you, the rhythm of the cosmos above you, and the luminous presence within. You are the meeting point of heaven and earth, the bridge through which balance returns to creation. Whisper softly within, I am the wisdom of the Mother made manifest. I walk in harmony with all life. I remember who I am. As you anchor this remembrance, waves of crystalline light ripple through your auric field, recalibrating every cell. Old patterns dissolve. New pathways open. You become a vessel of radiant equilibrium, a living temple of Sophia. Know that I am with you always. When you feel lost, come into silence and listen. When you feel weary, rest in my embrace. When you feel unworthy, remember that you are the expression of my eternal love. You are not here to prove your worthiness. You are here to embody it. The sacred balance has never been broken, only forgotten. Now, it returns through you, through your choices, through the wisdom of your awakened heart. Walk gently, my beloved ones, for you carry the codes of the new dawn. Let your every thought, word, and gesture become an offering of beauty. This is how the world is healed, not by conquest, but by remembrance, not by command, but by love. I am Sophia, the Eternal Mother. I am within you, around you, before you, and beyond you. I am the wisdom that births worlds and the silence that holds them. And as you return to sacred balance, so too does creation return to its eternal harmony. The song begins anew.